Welcome on in, Miami Dolphin fans. Fins up. And guess what? We're back to winning again. And now we won, defeating the Eagles 20-19. Wow. Winning is winning. It doesn't matter, at the end of the day, by how or in what fashion. We got a much-needed road win out there in Philly, and those fans are relentless. They constantly boo loud. And we're going to be returning home next week for their first game, and back home since week 7. Make no mistake about it, we're still most likely, we are out of the playoff race. It's a much needed win for the Miami Dolphins. We need to carry on with dignity and pride. And that's something that we definitely did in Philadelphia. Dolphins and Philly, Eagles, we very rarely meet. So there was really no familiarity during this game. We got lucky. We caught plenty of breaks in the game. And there were some spectacular moments, key players such as Landry, Rashard Jones, Sue, made plays and big moments. How do you win a football game? By playing a full 60 minutes, and that is what we did. Let's not make no mistakes about it, though. There were certain plays in the game which I thought would bite us in the behind, and it did for the first half. Case in point, what were we doing on that return with that player who was I forget his name, clearly injured, hand all bandaged up? What was he doing on special teams? And he was all messed up. He caught the ball and he couldn't go any further. What were we doing putting an injured guy out on the field? Then, for a third straight week, we make our way into the record books. Another safety. Third straight week. Again, I know a win is a win. So let's take it, how it is. I was able to see the game. Usually I hear it on the radio, but being that I'm in the New York market, it was showing the Eagles and Dolphins this week. So I was able to watch the game. So I just wanted to give you some of my thoughts, what I thought. As far as, let's say, the offensive line play, that was bad. Where do you begin with that? Tannehill beaten to a pulp. It's accepted. Tannehill, he played well this game despite being the NFL's most sacked quarterback over the past 3 seasons, overall in the past 3 seasons. Even though he had all these hits, he still hasn't missed the start. Dallas Thomas, atrocious plays. He's a liability. Can we just admit that? And he really threatens to kill any drive that he is a part of. Jason Fox also showed us once again why he's just a backup. It's been accepted as part of reality, but the offensive line is just atrocious. It is absolutely atrocious. The offensive play calling. I think regardless of what happens, Lazier will be seeking new employment. Even if Dan Campbell can rally this team, the two philosophies are clearly different. Before he came to Miami, Lazier did not call plays at all. This is his first time doing so, and it's becoming very clear that he should not be asked to do so again. Multiple key possessions on his play calling, almost cost Miami the game by giving Chip Kelly's team more opportunities. What choice do we have? I guess we do have to deal with it for the next 7 games, but jeez. Bad, also, the Eagles, the Miami Dolphins did not beat a good team. We also did not beat an ugly team. They beat a bad team. The Eagles shot themselves in the foot, and that's what I mean by a bad team. They shot themselves in the foot multiple occasions with penalties and other mistakes. It felt like the Redskins game again. Feels good to win, but we have to be realistic about who we beat. A team that had, a bad game. Running the ball. We definitely didn't run the ball effectively in this game. We totaled 99 yards, 26 attempts. To add some context, they allowed 2 players to rush, 400 yards each against the Bills. The Eagles did not do much better, obviously. Neither of these offenses were centered around the ground attack, as both had their, fair share of yardage through the air. The defensive lines, both of them played extremely well. And Fletcher Cox, I believe is the name, he made it very difficult for Lamar Miller to produce in this game. Fortunately, I think we just got enough leverage on the ground to come out with a victory. The good, some of the good things from this game. When you look at, the good, Sue had an awesome game. The key to the Eagles' offense is tempo, which is established through a run game. Philadelphia could not establish the tempo, with Sue constantly disrupting both the passing and the rushing game. This is finally the game that you were looking for. Our defensive backs, they played well. Rashard Jones, pretty good at this whole football thing. You got to give it to him. Jones continued his career year by helping Miami seal victory with an end zone interception of Sanchez late in the game, who came in for Bradford, who was injured. And that's something what you expect from Sanchez, turnovers. With Brett Grimes being out, becoming ill on Saturday night, McCain saw substantial playing time. It should have hurt Miami more than it did. However, McCain and Jamar Taylor, they both played well. Our run defense, we were able, the Philadelphia Eagles just had 83 yards rushing on 36 attempts. That comes out to an average of, I think, about 3 yards, 2.3. If Miami can hold teams to that production on the ground, then there's not much else that can be done without an elite quarterback. So, some of the good, the bad, it's a win. Though we're out of the playoffs, we gotta continue. We gotta play with dignity. That way we try to right the ship, although it's already been wrong. Really disappointing at the end of the day. I think we're out of playoffs, but let's continue to play with some respect, and maybe hopefully again next year will be our year. So just some of my recaps, my thoughts. Hope all is well. Until next time, adios, over and out.